Destroying his legacy, Fox News hosts urged White House to act during January 6 riot, committee reveals. As a mob of Donald Trump's supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol on January 6, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows received text messages from multiple Fox News hosts and the president's son, urging him to convince Trump to issue a statement condemning the violence, according to the House Select Committee investigating the attack. The text messages are among thousands of documents Meadows has turned over to the committee, according to Vice Chair Liz Cheney, Republican Wyoming, who revealed the messages Monday evening as the panel gathered to pass a resolution to hold Meadows in contempt of Congress. Cheney said Meadows, who served as Trump's chief of staff during his final months in office, turned over thousands of emails and text messages as part of a previous agreement to cooperate with the panel, but he has refused to testify, despite being ordered to do so by a subpoena. Meadows' attorney said the former top White House aide believes his testimony is protected by executive privilege. Mark, the president needs to tell people in the Capitol to go home. This is hurting all of us. He is destroying his legacy, Cheney said as she read out loud a text message from Fox News host Laura Ingraham. Please get him on TV. Destroying everything you have accomplished, wrote Brian Kilmeade to Fox and Friends. Sean Hannity, another Fox News star, asked if Trump could make a statement asking people to leave the Capitol. Cheney also described multiple texts Meadows received from Donald Trump Jr. similarly urging the president to take action. He's got to condemn this ass ASAP, Trump's eldest son wrote to Meadows, who replied, he's got to condemn this ass ASAP. Cheney, a prominent GOP critic of Trump's actions that day, concluded, these text messages leave no doubt the White House knew exactly what was happening at the Capitol. Some of those messages stand in contrast with how some Republican lawmakers, as well as Fox News stars like Tucker Carlson, have portrayed the violent attack on the Capitol. Two Fox News contributors recently quit over a special that downplayed the assault. The revelations came as the House panel voted Monday to make Meadows the third Trump ally it referred for possible criminal penalties for refusing to cooperate with its investigation. The specific text messages revealed by Cheney ahead of Monday's vote are the latest details to emerge about Meadows' communications leading up to and during the deadly riot by Trump supporters who sought to overturn the results of last year's presidential election. In a report issued on Sunday night ahead of the contempt vote, the committee described several specific messages about which it had planned to question Meadows about last week, when he failed to show up for a scheduled deposition. Among the documents described in the contempt report is a January 5 email in which Meadows indicated that the National Guard would be present at the Capitol the following day to protect pro-Trump people. It's not clear who was the recipient of this message from Meadows, or what it was based on, but it comes amid renewed scrutiny of who is to blame for the National Guard's delayed response to requests for help from the Capitol Police during the riots. One of the main questions for congressional investigators is whether Trump played any role in that delay. The comment matches up with congressional testimony given by former Acting Defense Secretary Christopher Miller in May, in which he described a conversation with Trump on January 3 in which the president told him to do whatever was necessary to protect the demonstrators that were executing their constitutionally protected rights. Other messages cited in the contempt report include text messages between Meadows and individuals including members of Congress, on January 6 before, during and after pro-Trump insurrectionists stormed the Capitol. The report also referenced text messages Meadows sent to and received from an organizer of the rally where Trump spoke near the White House before the attack. In addition to correspondence pertaining specifically to January 6, the Select Committee also described several emails and text messages produced by Meadows that could shed new light on Trump's attempt to undermine the 2020 election, including messages regarding encouraging Republican legislators in certain key states to send alternate slates of electors to Congress. Some of the messages highlighted in the report appear to reflect direct communication between Meadows and the former president. One such example is a November 2020 text exchange with a member of Congress about contacting state legislators in which Meadows relayed that POTUS wants to chat with them. Another is an email from December 23 regarding the Trump campaign's effort to challenge election results, in which Meadows wrote, "Rudy was put in charge. That was the president's decision.